Hey guys, I'm Paul Salazar.
And I'm Sparks Landon.
And we're at 1347 Palms in the estate section of East Venice.
The estate lots of Venice.
Yes, so these are all big lots, close to 11,000 square feet.
Quarter of an acre.
Yeah. Sparks is not only the agent listing this beautiful home, but you're also the owner.
I am.
Yes.
Owner and builder.
And builder.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna give you a private tour of this amazing property. I saw it a few weeks ago and I was like, hey, let's do a full property tour, and you said yes, so thanks for coming on our YouTube channel.
Thanks for being here.
I appreciate it.
Love it.
All right, let's walk inside.
All right.
So tell us a little bit more about the house, specs, square footage.
4 bedroom, there's 3 structures on the property. 3 separate structures, consisting of about 3,872 square feet. 4 bedroom and 4 bath. However, the floor plan, the way everything is laid out here is incredibly flexible. You could do a lot of things here. You could be a 4 bedroom, it could be a 2 bedroom and an office, a studio, you know, simulated golf room, whatever you're into. So,
yeah. I think you have the flexibility in this home because of the lot.
Yes.
You have so much space here. There's a feeling you get when you walk into this house, and it's like tranquility. You're relaxed, you are grounded in an area that is hustling and bustling. We're in Venice, a lot of great restaurants, and the vibe is awesome here. But when you come into your sanctuary, you want to feel that nice grounded energy.
Thank you.
And that's what you built here.
Thank you. It's serene.
Yeah, it is. So let's talk about this part of the house, which I love. The way you designed the house was basically you're on the east side of the lot, the house.
Yes, sunrise is here, sunset is there. So this is a full green sustainable solar home, so it takes advantage of the solar panels. But not only that, you have your best part of the day, you've got sunlight all through this section. The entire floor plan, everything wraps around and opens up to the yard.
Yeah.
So room for a pool.
For a huge pool.
For a huge pool.
Yeah, you have a lot of space here.
We opted for, Mediterranean landscaping, fire pit, dream under the stars, but we opted not to get the pool.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants a pool.
Yeah, and that's an easy option. I mean,
sure.
You can have a pool
Lots of
here
room
in
for
a
it.
few months here. I love the hedge here as well. It's super private.
Yes.
So on one side of the house, you have a huge concrete wall with awesome windows at the top, which we'll show the viewers in a second. And on this side, you have a beautiful hedge. So it's completely private.
Completely private.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's nobody looking into your home, and that's really important in this area.
Yes.
And not all homes have that.
No, that's true.
So let's walk in through here. This is the kitchen. This is the great room.
Yes.
Is what you called it.
Yes.
You got some pocket sliders.
Yes, all the sliders disappear into the wall, and that was another part of the design. Worked with the architect, who is W3 Architects, Warren Wagner. Amazing architect. I wanted somebody I could work with and do something more collaborative. Not every architect is willing. I had a short list of things that I wanted, and one of the things I wanted was the whole house to open up to the yard, and the yard to be very much part of the inside. And some other special little details here.
So let's walk through here. This is obviously one of the staples of this house, this room here.
Yes.
So tell us more about the design, because it's very light.
There are 9 skylights here, and the clerestory windows. I told Warren, the architect, I said, it's really important. I've got to have a lot of light. And he goes, there's going to be a lot of light. And then he designed this with all these skylights and the clerestory windows. And I said, are you sure there's going to be enough light? And of course, he's like,
yeah, it's a lot of light.
It's a lot of light.
Yeah.
So yeah, plenty of light all day long.
And that's not cheap. This is not a spec build. This is a custom build.
No. Yes, correct.
You can tell as you walk in, this is not a spec build, because you also didn't maximize the square footage on this lot. You can build on these lots, if you have a basement, you can build 8,000 square feet, 9,000 square feet.
That's true.
Which you've seen like on Morningside,
yes.
right? But what you elected to do is something that fits your lifestyle with you and your partner.
Yes.
And so what I like about this house in particular is that it's not like most houses that you see in this section of East Venice. This is for a specific buyer. So let's talk about that. Who's the buyer in your vision?
Who the buyer? Yeah. Small buyer pool, very specific buyer. I would say, it could be it's not your cookie cutter family home where you have, bedrooms for small children right next to other the primary or other rooms. So it's more spread out. There's 3 separate structures. An empty nester that has their kids come back and visit, and they have 2 guest houses essentially to stay in. You've got potentially a creative couple like my partner and I, Alexandra Wagner. She has her skincare studio, she's got her painting studio, I have my office here, and this is, plenty big for us, if not too big. Yeah. And, or literally one creative person who was just, has a bunch going on that wants to fill this with other creative endeavors.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. And it's again, it's rare to have a home like this for that type of buyer.
Yeah, it is. So on one hand, you're kind of like, well, this is a very specific buyer, but on the other hand, you're kind of like, this is a very special buyer. Like, who's it going to be? Yeah. It's very specific. Somebody who's looking for this, you don't see this very often.
Yeah. This kitchen is awesome. I mean, if you like to entertain, this is a great spot to entertain because you have, from here, you have a view of the entire property, basically.
Yes, yes. You can see over to the studios, you can see out to the full yard. You've got the whole sunset and the afternoon sun, and the sun stays in that yard all afternoon. Yeah. And that was part of the design.
Yeah,
so.
I like that. That's really important. The small details from a custom build compared to a spec build is something like that, where if you want to have sun out in the yard all day, you want that yard to be on the west side.
Yes.
Yes. And so you get that all day here. We talked about all the shadows, right? What are these windows called? You say
clerestory.
Clerestory.
Or clerestory.
Okay, clerestory.
Yes.
Yeah. These are great because you get the natural light from these in the mornings.
Yep.
Direct sunlight into your place. But you get the privacy because they're up high.
Yes.
So you don't have anybody looking into the home.
And that was, again, on purpose.
Yeah.
For the privacy.
So tell me about the entertaining here, because how many parties have you had here? You got
Let me
a lot
tell
of people
you what
here.
an incredible chef I am.
Okay.
I mean, I'm an amazing chef.
All right.
I'm kidding. I am not a chef.
I was getting excited. I was like,
I can reheat some Thai food or pizza, but I'm not a chef. But there have been some amazing chefs that have come in here, and like some notable chefs, and sometimes just people that are that are friends that are amazing, like in the kitchen. Okay. So there's been a lot of that here. There's been a lot going on. The connection, everybody ends up, of course, in the kitchen. Around this area, but then everybody migrates out to the yard. And so that's like the open connection that we, again, achieved with that.
Tell us about the appliances.
Sure. This is a 48-inch Wolf range, double oven, 6 burner, and a griddle in the middle. A lot of overkill for me, but the chefs that have been here love it. Sub-Zero refrigerator, Bosch dishwasher. There's a wine cooler over here for chilled wines, in addition to the wine cellar that is here. With regard to the cabinetry, I was thinking do wood, like have some kind of wood detail with the cabinets. And when you're outside, you see all the wood detail on the exterior of the building. And then to put wood here, looking through, felt a little bit like you were taking away from that amazing detail that's outside. Yeah. So, and the other thing is that I brought a lot of samples. I put natural woods here, bleached woods here, put things in here, and it kind of competed with the concrete wall. Yeah. This is, so everything I put in front of it, nothing looked as amazing as white against the concrete.
No, it looks good. It looks really good.
So I wanted a matte white, went against the concrete.
Yeah, and they're beautiful cabinets.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and what kind of stone is this?
This is white Macabus quartz.
Okay.
Quartz.
Okay. Very good.
The concrete wall is, at the time that this was being designed, there was a lot of sort of details with different types of concrete details of how poured concrete looked, poured in place. And that sort of popular wood grain look, and everybody was doing it.
Yes, for sure.
So I wanted this very clean, simple Japanese aesthetic.
Okay.
Sort of Tadao Ando signature style. Yeah. So I went with that look instead, and I was really pleased with it.
And for those who don't know who Tadao Ando is, he's the one who built that amazing estate in Malibu that sold for, I think, $200 million to Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Yes.
I love this space. We talked about the skylights. I love how the ceiling angles up as well.
The ceiling angles up. It's interesting because it has this. You can't say that this design detail on the property is mid-century modern, but there's elements. The clerestory windows, the pitch of the roof, and again, part of what the architect had in mind was this passive cooling where you open the windows, you open the skylights, you have this pitch of the roof, you open all the sliders, and you get this passive cooling thing that comes through. And I was a little skeptical. I had never built green before, sustainable, and I was like, maybe, but he was right, and it absolutely happens. The breeze that comes through here is incredible.
Yeah. So you don't really have to use the AC here as often. I mean, I'm
in the
sure,
summer,
I'm sure a couple days.
In the summer, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. But this wall also very insulated.
Yes,
Keeps
it's
things-
10 inches thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So moving around here, you have the 2-car garage. You have parking for how many cars in the driveway?
You can get probably 16 smart cars in there, maybe, possibly. No.
I like that.
You can-
16 smart cars. That's a salesman right there. I love it.
You can probably get, we've had 4 cars in the driveway. It's easily 2 cars and then 1 or 2 cars inside the garage.
Okay.
There's storage in the garage. It's mostly comfortable for 1 vehicle, but we've had 2 in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in the garage, you also have a wine cellar.
We do. We have the wine room
Cooled?
in there. It's, yes,
Cooled.
climate controlled.
Okay.
And all built out of raw cedar, natural cedar. Very sort of old school.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
And through this area here, you have the laundry room, and you have some more cabinets for like pantry space.
Yeah, we put in we did floor to ceiling cabinetry here. This place has a lot of storage. We wanted something that I wanted to have like a drop zone, like a drop station where you come in. There's like 12 plugs that you can plug things in on that counter there. And so you can come in, you can put your phone there, your computer there, you can bring in the mail, put all that there. Sometimes it migrates over here as it does in real life, but this has been an incredible detail that's pretty functional.
Now that we've covered the kitchen, the garage, you have your dining room here, let's walk over to this space over here, which is your living room space.
Okay.
I love the volume here. So tell us about the design of keeping this lower and then having this a little bit higher.
There's a lot of volume in this lower section already. Like you take a look at the kitchen, you can see it just feels massively. So to have this be higher might have started taking away from sort of the cozy, sort of intimate feel that this still has. So when you come in here and you make this just a special area that actually goes up, twice as high for the ceilings, it makes that one special area and one special detail. And then going up the stairs, you have a mezzanine that will look over. So yeah, we didn't really want to go any higher. This was like the right amount to still feel cozy, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that when I was asking the question. It does feel cozy, and you do have already a ton of volume, but then you have this beautiful space here that does separate these 2 rooms.
It does.
Only in the ceiling height.
Yes.
Because this is the same space here.
Yes.
But because of this kind of feels different here.
Yes.
So tell us about this here. You get the sunlight in the afternoons coming through here,
Yep.
and also in the mornings.
Yes. That was another, when discussing sort of the wish list with the architect in the beginning, one of the things I wanted a lot of corner glass. I don't know, I was like, more corner glass. Wherever it is, we did corner glass here, we did it in the primary bathroom, we did it in the primary bedroom, we did it in the studio. There's just a lot of corner glass. And actually we even did it in the garage. So that was just part of, instead of just having a flat detail, when you've got a piece of glass that returns from a corner, there's something special about that.
Yeah. And this is where you really see this exposed concrete wall here.
Yes.
Really, really beautiful.
Yes.
And the light that's coming in.
Yeah.
We had talked about this before, about how all the shadows come in, and it really makes it kind of artistic. Like during the whole day, you have light art.
It's
throughout
ever
the house.
changing. Yeah, the shadow play here is incredible. You've got, for some reason, and I don't know why, energetically there's something very unique here, but this property with shadow and light creates a lot of pyramids. Like there's one that comes off of here in the morning and different parts of the buildings. And this will change throughout the day, and this is becomes this incredible art experience, really. You'll have shadows that'll come down in streaks that'll come down the stairs, and it's like the shadow play was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, there were certain things that I specifically wanted in the design, but this stuff I didn't make up. This
just happened.
It's happened. Yeah,
Cool.
it was
Very
great.
cool. All right, so let's move up to the mezzanine level. So we're finally walking into the first bedroom of the house. This is like the mezzanine level. So tell us about the inspiration of this space and what was it intended for when you first built it?
This was originally, it's laid out like a bedroom with its own bathroom, storage, closet, extra storage, but it was originally for my office. Okay. I wanted to be up here, perch, up here, look out at all the greenery, the sky, more greenery, palm trees, and experience that corner glass I keep talking about. Yeah. And then in the end, I ended up building the ADU, and that became my office and a guest house. So, and this became kind of like, this is sort of like a crash room. Like we come in here, we'll take our laptops and we'll work in here, sit on the floor, we'll stretch, meditate. It's this sort of, this is like our little Zen room.
Yeah, I could feel it. And I was trying to understand this whole corner glass thing, and then when I came up here, it all made sense.
Yes.
Because if that was drywall, you're like taking up a really nice view of what that is.
100%.
And you do have some great views here. And
Yes.
It's all kind of treetop views. You said palm trees, a lot of trees.
A lot of nature. Yeah,
Really nice.
that's the idea. Thank you.
All right, cool. So then now let's head down to the primary bedroom, which I loved, on the first floor, which is rare for an estate of this size and on a lot. It's rare to have the primary on the first floor.
That was on purpose.
Which I love.
Yes.
Let's go check it out.
All right, let's do it.
All right, now that we've seen this section, I'm super excited to take the viewer to check out your primary bedroom.
Okay.
Like I said, it's on the first floor. It's got great indoor-outdoor feel, and it's through this hallway.
Okay.
All right, talk about these pocket doors, because I know we had a pretty fun discussion about this earlier, and your father said, don't put in pocket doors. Who's a builder?
Yes, my father was a builder. He said he just hated pocket doors, and I said, when I told him I was designing this, I said, I'm designing it. I said, I don't, as much as possible, I want the doors, all the doors, if I can, to disappear. And he's like, don't do pocket doors. And I go, well, there's no way around that. And he said, they're a pain in the ass, don't do pocket doors. So of course I went overkill. I made sure I got all commercial hardware, and I bought the best stuff for everything, and I did. And yeah, they're still in there.
I mean,
they're still functioning.
Beautiful.
These are some big doors. Yeah.
Gorgeous doors. Yeah. I mean, I love pocket doors, because you're right. Like, you don't want to see a big door when it's open.
I know, right?
You
Like
know?
you wouldn't want a door in this.
No.
Yeah,
No.
absolutely.
All right, cool. So we're in the primary finally.
Yes.
I mean, what a sanctuary for you and your wife. This is really cool. You have 2 walk-in closets, custom cabinetry in there. Anything special that you want to talk about the walk-in closets?
Walk-in closets, yes. Whenever possible, don't do one walk-in closet and share it. Do 2 separate walk-in
Agreed.
closets.
Yeah.
So this one in the back, that one's about 15 feet long, and she gets that one. Every once in a while she'll say, I need some more room for my shoes, and I'm like, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to make that work. And then I get the 10-footer here, and it's plenty of room for me, and it's incredibly laid out well for everything and super functional.
And it's immaculate. When I walked through there, I was like, this is how you live? This is like
Well-
so immaculate.
Well,
You guys are, yeah.
not all the time. There's probably things around.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about this room. You have a skylight. I love all your recessed lighting, because it has a really cool, it's like a chrome or like aluminum.
It's brushed.
Brushed, okay.
Yes. I wanted to have it kind of this theater mode, so I went with a square brushed. And it's throughout the house, except I did white, all white in the ADU when I built that in 2022. But yeah, the theater lighting, I wanted more of a theater lighting kind of feel throughout.
And I didn't see the speakers here.
Yes, I like to be able to plug and play as much as possible. So I did a Sonos system here, which is like very user friendly. And then I did all integrated Sonet speakers.
Okay.
So really nice sound system, really good, yeah.
And you have your corner pocket
There's
glass,
more corner glass here.
sliders.
Yeah, so that keeps happening, a reoccurring theme.
Yeah. And this is facing northwest. You get the afternoon sunset lights coming right into your bedroom.
Absolutely, yeah. This is really nice. And you get that sort of like golden hour surreal, that like late in the afternoon sun. It feels kind of lazy and quiet. It's really serene. It's nice.
All right, so let's walk into your primary bath, which
Okay.
there's some cool stories here. So let's check it out.
Okay.
All right, so give the viewers a little bit more insight of your vision for the primary bath. This is a really important part of living.
This was, this was on a lot of things here were on the wish list for the architect, which were, I wanted a large vanity actually that had enough room between the sinks to have flowers. I can have a nice big flower bouquet in the middle and still have room for everybody, you know, for both parties, both people to have their things on the side. And then in addition to that, I wanted a skylight above so that when the sun hits overhead midday, sun will stream through onto the flowers and like it looks incredibly heavenly, and then it shadows and more shadow play against the countertop. The wet room is, I wanted something that would open up to the outside.
Yeah.
So whether you're in the bathtub or you're in the shower, that you open the door and you can still feel nature, you still feel that. And then there's this, I asked the
Well, yeah, let's walk in here.
Yeah,
I think this is a really cool part.
I asked the architect, I said, I want a window next to the bathtub. And he's like, why? You've got all of this glass, you have this opening to outside, you've got all these things. Why would you want this? And I said, well, I have a reason for it. And so I just like wanted to have this open to be able to feel the outside when you're in the tub or in the shower. And so he designed it, and then it was a fixed piece of glass. And I said, no, I want it to be operable. And he goes, but it's so small. And I said, I know. And so anyway, that was just one of those things that I really wanted. And so,
But there was a reason for that. You said that you wanted to plant herbs out there so that you can smell the fresh scents,
it was
right?
actually jasmine.
Jasmine, there you go.
Right, so there's a big podocarpus hedge over here, which I put in later, but originally it was supposed to be jasmine. And that was the idea first for the jasmine to float in through here. However, once the property across the alley became developed, they could look into the bedroom and they could look into the outdoor shower, which you haven't seen it. And so we needed privacy. Yeah. So we opted for no jasmine, but we still love the window.
Really cool.
So,
yeah. All those small little things about this house make it special, and there's a lot of them. From that to the corner glass, to the pocket sliders, you put a lot of thought and detail into this, and probably a lot of money to make this house what it is today. And the buyer
truckloads of money.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Truckloads
yeah.
of money.
And the buyer who buys this is coming into a house that's basically, it's actually better than brand new because it's been lived in and it's been tested. Mm-hmm. When you buy a brand new house, you're gonna go through probably the first 2 or 3 years of, you know, changing things, getting things fixed. Mm-hmm. It's like a boat.
Right.
You know, you have that period of like
break in.
Yeah, the shakeout period, right?
Yeah.
And this house already has it. It's already been done. It's
Yes.
it's already been lived in. All those small things have been fixed. Tell me about the story about this really long shower head, because I don't think I've ever seen a pipe this long down to a shower head.
Well, yeah, the ceilings I think the ceiling at that point somewhere around 12 feet or 13 feet, and I wanted an overhead shower, a rain shower, and I couldn't find the length for that. I found a length shorter, I found a length longer, and I just researched and I couldn't find the right length for this, and I ended up finding it back east somewhere, had it shipped out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Very cool. So you have a rainfall shower head, you also have a shower wand, open to the outdoors too. And we haven't talked about the outdoor shower yet, but let's walk out. I want to check out your wife's favorite spot in this house.
Yes.
Which I can see why.
Yep, this is her favorite spot, right off the bedroom and the shower. For some reason, this is a spot that we like to sit out here in the late afternoon. The breeze is amazing. Sometimes it's nice when you get out of the shower to come out here and sit. You can kind of look out and see the whole property, see through the house, see through the yard. And it's got this sort of like cozy, quiet little private area.
Yeah, this house is zen. I mean, this is like a resort.
Thanks.
And you know, you and your wife have done a phenomenal job keeping it up. And what I mentioned earlier to you was, you know, even though this is not a brand new house, it kind of feels like a brand new house because you've kept it up in such great condition.
Thank you. We do. We have. We're just like that naturally. So we take really good care of the house, and so it always looks nice. However, we lived in it for 10 years, and so last summer after 10 years of living in it and you know, having dogs and having luggage banging the walls and, you know, various things that happen on day-to-day life where, you know, we looked around and said, let's refresh it. So we repainted and we just brought everything back to its original condition, which, I mean, it looked fine before, but now it's like, it feels brand new again. So
I do love, like you said earlier, the view that you get from this vantage point.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about the outdoor shower, which I'm a huge fan of outdoor showers. Even though the shower here feels like an outdoor shower because you have a door right next to it.
Right.
But this outdoor shower is awesome, and you use it often. You said.
We use it all the time. We use it great. We can wash the dog with it. I mean, pretty much year round. I mean, it's great in the summer. But you can, you know, shower outside year-round in Southern California. It's kind of amazing. Yeah. I wanted to create something that had, it's got a beautiful piece of stone as a foundation landing underneath the shower that I looked for. I went to so many stone yards over a period of maybe 3 or 4 years, and I was just like, I just couldn't, like, it had to have the right vibe, the right size, the right shape, the right color, and there were some nice pieces, but nothing that just felt right or like worked with the stones. Or so I finally found this piece, and it weighed 350 pounds, and it took 4 people to bring it in and place it. So, but I wanted to have that earth, the feeling of earth, standing on earth when you're in the shower. And then put olive trees all around it to kind of create this sort of secret garden, this sort of, you're, you know, showering in nature, feeling outdoors and very private. There's 16 olive trees on the property, by the way. I didn't do any palm trees. There's a lot of palm trees in Venice, and when you look around, you can see palm trees all over the sky, but I did 16 olive trees. Yeah.
And this is what makes this home unique.
Yes.
You have a different vibe, a different energy coming into this house.
It's very sort of spa resort, Mediterranean inspired.
Yeah, for sure. Let's talk about what's behind here.
So there's a massive podocarpus hedge here, as you can see, and then behind there is a parking pad, concrete parking pad for a vehicle. I used to have an old truck back there, I sold recently, but, and there's a 19-foot rolling gate off the alley. So in addition, just in case, because, you know, you're close to the ocean, there's a lot of sun here, I did steel posts in that area with rings on it, had them welded on, so if you ever wanted to do some kind of a sunshade over a vehicle, then you could do that as well. We
haven't talked about this really cool crystal chandelier, which I'm sure in the evening lights up and it just, everything's sparkling.
This is, there's a funny story behind this. I looked for, I knew I wanted a globe. I wanted a globe there, but I wasn't exactly sure. And I looked for pieces probably for a couple of years. And they were either too big or they were too small or they were too this or that. And then I was actually in a store and I was looking for something else. I can't remember what it was. And I looked over and I saw this and I asked about it, and then he told me the price and I said, oh, okay, never mind. No, I actually, he goes, but it's on sale. He explained that the price was because it's real crystal. It's not plastic or glass, and he said it's real crystal, and I thought, well, you know what, that's a very fitting piece for this area. And another thing about this, the way this is positioned out in this area, is that when you walk through the front door of the property, of the house, and you look all the way down to this back area, this globe is dead center of the entire walkway.
Yeah, I can see it actually at the end of the hallway reflecting on the mirror.
Yeah.
Very cool. So very cool. All right, so now that we've seen the main house, let's check out the additional 2 structures.
Let's check it out.
Which is this one here right next to us, which is the, which is your office, I think, now.
It is my office now.
Cool. So the story behind this ADU is that you built it after you built the main house. How many years later?
Well, the main house was completed around 2015, 2016, and I say that, I preface that by saying that there was still a lot to do, but we moved into it around 2016, 2015. And so the guest house, which is the ADU, was that when we opted not to do the pool, we were like, do we do a pool? We decided let's add some more square footage. So This was completed in early 2022.
Okay.
Yeah.
So recent.
So it's very recent.
Yeah.
Yeah. You walk in, it still has that new car smell. So.
Yeah. All right, and I love this as well. It makes you feel like you have like these like concrete tiles in the floor, which is really cool. You have your kitchenette.
Yes.
You got a full bathroom. If you were my dad, I would never leave here. You know, hey son, come hang out for the weekend. I'd be like, Dad, I'm gonna move in. This is a really cool space.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's huge. I mean, this is probably what, 600 square feet, maybe?
560 square feet.
Yeah. It feels really large. Yeah. You have really nice sliders with a view out to your backyard.
Yeah.
Really cool. Let's go across the yard and check out your wife's studio.
She's got, the front part is her skincare studio. She was on Abbot Kinney Boulevard for like 14 years, and then during COVID, we moved her here, and her clients just loved it, and she never wanted to go back to Abbot Kinney. So she has the front part is her skincare studio, that's Alexander Wagner Skincare, and then the back part of it is her art studio, which is Alexander Wagner Art.
Okay. Did you hire a landscape designer? You work with the architect to create this beautiful space?
Yes, we actually did. We wanted, again, just like with the architect, we wanted something that was collaborative because we had specific ideas about what we wanted, but we hired Lauren Ashley Atelier, Lauren Brown, she's amazing. And she had this full vision. We explained to her, like, how do we want it to feel? And then she just got it. And she brought up some certain ideas at first that we're looking at going, are you sure? And she's like, yeah, I'm sure. And so yeah, we put it together and it became this integrated thing that is just like this magical space out here. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it feels magical, and it's very open and spacious. A lot of people, when they have this much space, this is approximately 100 feet from that front structure out to the back structure, they'll put more and more things because they have more space, and you kept it simple.
Yes.
And you can feel that.
We wanted to give the outside as much importance as the inside of the house. So that's why they're sort of split in half, because this is incredibly important and this is incredibly important. So yeah.
Let's talk about the wood siding here, because this is really special. When I first walked in here, I asked you, I was like, I can see the nails, and I can see like the, what do you call it? Like the...
It's a bleed from the rust from the nails that were shot in to hold the boards on. And it's funny because there's been some carpenters and some other people that have come here over the years, and they said, why didn't you use stainless steel nails? And I said, because then you wouldn't have all this beautiful detail that's coming. It has this sort of almost like aged wood. And I said, and I specifically wanted this detail. The wood itself is it's FSC certified Western red cedar. I think farmed out of Washington State. The idea was to create a non-repeating design, so no pattern, which is difficult for humans to do because we always create patterns by default. But the idea was that every single board, every single small piece of lumber here was sanded, planed, milled, chamfered, and every single piece is a different size for the most part.
Yeah.
Yes.
A different width.
Yeah, they're all different widths, different depths, and so it took a while. It took, I think it took two guys to go around the building about 3 months.
Oh, this is around the entire house.
Well, yeah, you have it here on this side. You've got it up on the side. You have it in the front over the garage, and then there's a section on the accessory side of the building. Yeah.
All right.
So.
Yeah, it's a really cool touch.
Yeah.
And again, this is what you get on a custom build.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's keep walking down.
Absolutely.
And this concrete pad, you said it's 120 feet from the front of the house into the back.
Yes.
And one of the design features that you mentioned was that when you open up that beautiful rusted front door, you can see the entire property.
Yes. Yeah. Typically, a lot of properties, anything that's got this kind of size with a quarter acre, when you come through the front door or you come into the property, you can never see the back of the property. There's a house or guest house or trees or something's going to be in the way. But when you open that gate, you see the entire expanse and the length of the property, which is rare. And again, it gives you that feeling of just openness and just plenty of space, plenty of room to breathe here.
Yeah, I think that was my first impression as well when I came here a few weeks ago. I was like, oh wow, this is really cool. And you can't really see that on the photos. You have to experience it for yourself.
You have to walk it.
And this is why we're doing this walkthrough video. Hopefully the viewers who see this can actually feel that. So let's walk over to your wife's studio. You have a great outdoor living space with a fire pit, outdoor kitchen, outdoor dining. I'm sure you entertain there a lot. You hang out there a lot.
A lot of time spent out here. Yeah.
And I'm sure the evenings here are really cool. I'm sure you have lights everywhere.
Amazing. Yeah, the landscape lighting, this is incredibly magical at night. It's quiet, it's serene. There's uplights against all of the hedges, and then there's uplights against the different trees, the fire pit, and then looking inside of the house from the outside, maybe a nice, aged Bordeaux. Doesn't hurt. Yeah,
I could see that. I could see that.
It happens.
Yeah. All right, so let's walk through here. So now we're walking to the third structure, which is your wife's skincare studio and art studio.
Yes, exactly. So essentially it could be a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom space. It's completely separate. Could be a 1-bedroom guest house with a living room here, or a bedroom there, bedroom here. So essentially it turns this 4-bedroom, 4-bath into a 5-bedroom, 4-bath, if you wanted to. A lot of flexibility here. She loves this space. She was on Abbot Kinney for 15 years, established quite a business, and after COVID, or during COVID, we moved her studio here, and it was so serene and special that her clients didn't want her to go back to Abbot Kinney.
Yeah.
So
and you have more pocket sliders here, corner windows.
More corner glass.
You get a great view. I mean, from this vantage point, the
Yes.
viewer can see your entire house and
Exactly.
the backyard.
Yes.
And so from a lot of parts of this home, a lot of, you can see the whole house.
Yes.
And so you designed this indoor-outdoor flow. So let's kind of talk about, we're going to end this video. Thanks for the tour.
Thank you.
What hasn't the viewer learned about this build?
Wow. There's still more. And I know once you leave, I'm going to remember that there was all these other things I didn't mention. But of course, I could talk for 5 hours. So let's kind of take it down to, what did I want to mention? Because of all the corner glass that you mentioned and how everything opens up to the outside, there was a tremendous amount of steel detail that was required for support structurally. So you have the corner glass, but it all has to be supported by steel. So there's steel I-beams that are all integrated with the detail of the wood, so it keeps it nice and warm and cozy feeling. There's, in the living room, which I think we saw earlier, there's a steel I-beam that runs through, basically floats between glass. So there's a lot of steel going on here, a lot of custom steel.
And I know we've already talked about this section of East Venice, right? So we're just east of Lincoln. This is a very popular part of Venice. There's been some huge sales here. One on Victoria for a little over $8 million. I think that sold to the edge of U2. That's what I heard. We'll see. And then on Appleton, there was a sale for 9.5, but the buyer ended up paying $10 million for that.
That's correct.
So the sales here are supported. We sold something on Majeska and Mar Vista for $10 million, Woods and Dangaron. So this is going to sell here pretty soon. I think. Hopefully the viewer of this video comes and knocks on your door and buys a home from you.
Well, it is for sale.
Yeah, exactly. It is for sale. Reach out to Sparks Landon. We will leave his information down in the description below. Awesome. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Thank for the tour.
Thank you.
It was really nice.
Appreciate it.
I
Thanks
really
for being
enjoyed
here.
This house. I wish I had the cash to buy this house. I would love to live here. This is awesome.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Thank
Mark.
you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
All right. See you guys. Have a good one.